Marissa George, still reeling from her time on Love is Blind, has revealed the raw and painful truth about her relationship with Ramses Prashad. What started as a powerful connection in the pods soon crumbled in the real world, leaving her to confront heartbreak, unanswered questions, and a love story that didn't survive beyond the show. When Marissa George first connected with Ramses Prashad in the pods, it felt as though she'd found her soulmate. The two bonded instantly, drawn together by shared dreams, candid conversations, and an undeniable chemistry that quickly became the highlight of Love is Blind Season 7. Each interaction felt deeper than the last, and their mutual vulnerability opened doors to what Marissa believed was a rare, lasting love. Fans watched as their connection blossomed, rooting for the couple who seemed to have a genuine, emotional spark beyond the camera's gaze. They laughed, planned a future together, and spoke openly about their lives, building what seemed like an unbreakable bond within the walls of the pods. Marissa and Ramses' story felt like a promise of true love found under the most unusual circumstances, making them an instant fan favorite. The moment Marissa and Ramses stepped out of the controlled, comforting environment of the pods and into the real world, their relationship began to face hurdles they hadn't anticipated. No longer shielded by the simplicity of the pods, they now had to navigate their connection amidst real-life pressures and personal beliefs. Their bond started to strain under differences that, though subtle at first, became undeniable over time. Marissa revealed that they held contrasting views on key topics, marriage, intimacy, and even political beliefs, issues that could only stay hidden for so long. Marissa had hoped that these differences could be overcome with compromise and understanding, but the realities were harsher than she'd imagined. The conflict surrounding marriage especially hit hard. While Marissa believed in building a committed future together, Ramses hesitated, expressing doubts about taking such a significant step. Their views on intimacy and politics were equally polarizing, slowly creating a divide between them. As these issues continued to surface, the once powerful connection they shared began to feel fragile, as though it was slipping through their fingers with every difficult conversation. For Marissa, the real turning point came when the subject of marriage came up, a pivotal conversation that would ultimately define the future of her relationship with Ramses. She vividly recalled the moment, hoping that this would be a natural step in their journey together. But instead of an affirmation, Ramses's response was a cold, unyielding refusal. Marissa was taken aback. She had envisioned their relationship growing and evolving, with marriage as a foundation for a lasting commitment. But Ramses's reaction was clear. He didn't want to take that step, and he wasn't ready to make such a serious commitment. The words hung heavily between them, and for Marissa, it felt like a dream slipping away. Refusing to give up just yet, Marissa suggested a compromise. She offered to take things at a slower pace, proposing they live separately for a while to ease the pressure on their relationship. But Ramses's answer was just as final: no, absolutely not. His firm rejection was a heartbreaking blow, showing Marissa that he was unwilling to meet her halfway. This moment not only marked the beginning of the end for their relationship but also left Marissa grappling with a painful realization: her dream of building a life with Ramses might not be possible after all. The breakup between Marissa and Ramses wasn't a sudden event, rather, it was the result of a slow unraveling, a gradual process marked by unresolved conflicts and unspoken pain. For Marissa, it felt like watching a foundation she'd once believed unbreakable begin to crack, piece by piece. Each conversation brought new tensions, and each disagreement further distanced them until they could no longer ignore the widening gap. After the breakup, Marissa struggled with a whirlwind of emotions, caught between her lingering love for Ramses and the harsh reality of their differences. She found herself reaching out to him several times, hoping to rekindle what they once shared. In those moments, they talked for hours, revisiting memories and trying to find common ground. For a brief time, it seemed as though they might still have a chance. But despite her efforts, Ramses ultimately chose to cut off communication entirely. The silence that followed was deafening. Left with unanswered questions and feelings of rejection, Marissa was forced to confront the end of their relationship alone. She spent months processing the loss, reflecting on what went wrong and questioning if there had been anything she could have done differently. In the quiet aftermath of their breakup, Marissa found herself reflecting deeply on the sacrifices she'd made throughout her relationship with Ramses. She began to see how, time and again, she'd put her own comfort and needs aside in order to keep the peace and make things work. Whether it was avoiding difficult conversations, shifting her priorities, or overlooking Ramses's actions that made her uneasy, Marissa realized she had often compromised too much of herself. A key part of this reflection involved her struggles with an autoimmune condition, a challenge that had always weighed on her self-worth. Managing her health while navigating an intense relationship left her feeling vulnerable, and questions around intimacy only amplified these insecurities. She had often wondered if her condition made her enough for Ramses, and that doubt lingered, even as she tried her best to meet his needs and make the relationship work. These realizations were difficult but necessary. Marissa came to understand that her efforts to please Ramses had led her to lose parts of herself along the way. As painful as it was, this period of self-reflection helped her acknowledge her worth, bringing her closer to the strength she needed to move forward and redefine what she truly wanted in a partner and a relationship. Marissa's journey has struck a chord with many viewers, particularly those navigating the complex world of modern dating. Her candid revelations about love, loss, and the struggles of compromise resonate deeply with anyone who has faced similar challenges in their relationships. Fans have applauded her bravery in sharing her story, seeing reflections of their own experiences in her emotional journey. The reality of balancing personal needs with the expectations of a partner is a relatable struggle, and Marissa's honesty has opened up conversations about the importance of self-worth in love. Many have expressed empathy for her situation, understanding how easy it can be to lose oneself while trying to make a relationship work. Looking ahead, Marissa remains hopeful. She dreams of finding a partner who will not only appreciate her for who she is but also support her in embracing her full self, including her health challenges and personal aspirations. With every step she takes toward healing, she is determined to redefine her standards and seek a love that celebrates her individuality rather than diminishes it. As she continues on her path, Marissa's story serves as a powerful reminder that true love should never require sacrifice of one's own identity. As Marissa reflects on her tumultuous journey, she leaves fans with a powerful message about personal growth and the courage it takes to pursue genuine love. Through the heartache and challenges, she has learned that true fulfillment comes from understanding and embracing oneself first. With renewed strength, Marissa encourages others to prioritize their own happiness and self-worth, reminding them that love should enhance their lives, not diminish their essence. Her story is one of resilience, a testament to the belief that even amidst heartbreak, there is a path toward healing and finding the right partner.